but his Build Back Better plan is going to provide.
That's what I heard. I mean, I heard it's on his desk for signing, so it passed the House and whatever else it had to do. So I'm assuming the money is coming.
Well,
check is in the
an
mail.
additional $3 billion in STEM funding for HBCUs, which is massive, because right now the funding is only $3 billion. The fact that they're going to go from 3 to 6, that is massive. Now, Terrance, I know, in fact, I think all three of us have. So, okay, well, yeah, there's an additional $3 billion. How is that going to hit? But, billion is a big number, and 3 billion, when it was only 3 before, 3 additional going to HBCUs, is a good thing. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on this additional, and I don't want to say they're earmarking it specifically for STEM, but I know that that's an area where they want some of this to go, to actually get some of these institutions to tier 1, as far as their research departments go. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on what you think about this $3 billion going to HBCUs.
Well, like it says in the story, just to read a little bit from the story, it says Black graduates remain underrepresented in STEM jobs despite enormous growth in the field over the past decade. According to an analysis this year by the Pew Research Center, Black adults 25 and older account for just 9% of all the STEM positions, compared to 67% of white adults, and Black college students were less likely to earn STEM degrees, analysis found. So, you try to correlate that with the fact that all of these tech companies, their main thing is, we don't know where to find the Black talent. Well, if this, let's just say this goes through and these HBCUs do get this additional money, then that kind of pushes them up to the top tier. So that gives them more awareness. So these large companies say, okay, they're making some strides. We can see it now. Okay, let's figure out how we get into this recruitment stage and get into some of these HBCUs. So, at the very least, this additional money brings awareness to HBCUs who are already trying to do just that and push some of these Black STEM graduates through so they can get into some of these high-tech companies who swear up and down they're looking for the Black talent, quote unquote, air quotes.
I ain't buying none of that. And like you said, hopefully we'll actually see this money. But HBCU has been doing a damn thing since before this money. Like, when I think about, my alma mater, Florida Agricultural Mechanical University, FAMU produces more Black pharmacists in the southeast part of the United States than like literally any other school, white or Black. So it's just like, we've been doing this work, and it's nice that somebody finally recognized and want to help us, advance and get into that upper tier of research or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I read stories like this with a grain of salt always, because it's great. Ain't nobody turning down no money, but you also got to give credit for HBCUs making it work without this and doing their thing without this. Think about how many engineers A&T produces. A&T is the largest HBCU in the country, and they produce hella engineers, you know what I mean, and computer scientists, and so the talent is out there. The schools are producing the talent. If it's just a matter of getting the rest of the world on board with what we've already been doing. So hopefully, this money will help with that.
Yeah,
like for those who are wondering,
raise awareness. North Carolina
A&T, the largest HBCU, by the way.
And see, and this aside, we do that, but maybe all the listeners, all these other listeners may not know that. So that just goes back to that conversation about why Black folks talking about tech needs to be out there, because Black folks know A&T.
Right. Every Black person listening was like, oh yeah, A&T. Exactly.
But I digress.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, ain't nobody turning down no money, so it's all good.